My name is John, and I am here to share with you a concern that threatens to render some congregations effective and relevant, while others may become a relic of the past. The immigration patterns of the last 50 years demonstrate a ballooning of the population centers of North America. This creates a tsunami effect, opportunity, and obligation for evangelism and discipleship among ethnic groups, initiated by heterogeneous congregations. The most effective way to start new congregations is through a birth process. By that is implied that churches must start new congregations. In his new publication, Don't Christianize the Culture, Culturalize Christianity, Dr. Oliver Phillips renders a somewhat subjective view of the state of cultural awareness, appreciation, and cultural intelligence within the context of the evangelical community. Employing the use of the sigmoid curve, really, an S laid on its side, Phillips introduces a mathematical theory developed by British organizational management specialist, Charles Handy. Congregations, Handy would proffer, are all inevitably caught up by this life cycle, defined by growth, maintenance, and decline. However, in the midst of this inevitability, like Handy, Phillips contends that in order to extend the life of the organization, such as your congregation, a new curve must be sought after. Not at point B, but at point A. It is human nature to start the second curve on the declining part of the curve when failure is imminent, not the rising part of the curve where uninterrupted success might be achieved. The question, then, is what could that new curve be? Is it possible that a new curve could be an ethnic-specific congregation (ESC)? Is it possible that the new curve could be a new congregation in a different area or among a different people group? Is it even remotely possible that the new congregation could be planted with the purpose of reproducing itself? In this book, Don't Christianize the Culture, Culturalize Christianity, Phillips dedicates the second half of the volume to the fable of the potted plant. There is an adage ascribed to an anonymous Indian evangelist which says, "Don't give us the gospel as a potted plant, give us the gospel as a seed, and we will plant it in our own soil." The fable is a poignant reminder that one of the worst mistakes being made today in church planting is that of transplantation. In our attempt to be faithful to our history, faithful to our tradition, and faithful to the North American culture, we have robbed migrant people groups of their rich culture. This book might just be the answer to excite your congregation to start an ESC. Don't make the mistakes that others have made. The principle of this book is that it is easier for people to become Christians when they must cross few or no racial, linguistic, or class barriers. Ideally, then, these new churches were led by pastors whose culture, class, and skin color closely matched those of their flocks. Get your copy now. This book is dedicated to the life, example, tenacity, and leadership of Tom Neese. Get your copy from Amazon, or go to the website www.culturephillips.com.